A vehicle theft, yes.
Just if her bones were just in the house.
No, they were buried underneath a shed. They weren't just in the house.
Okay,
They
I was
were
going to say,
hidden.
how did they not?
They were hidden. They had no body. They had no body, so they really didn't have that much of a case. They had no physical evidence. Kerfin said, so he was convicted of a vehicle theft in 1990, sentenced to 0 to 5 in the Utah State Prison. Prosecutors said they would dismiss the charges if Kerfin would produce evidence that Ms. Case was alive. He apparently was unable or unwilling to do so. And so I guess he served his time, then he left the state again. Well, they've found enough evidence now because of the bones, and they're extraditing him back here. Now, a warrant has been issued for Rose McGowan's arrest on a drug charge. The police at Dulles International Airport said that they found some narcotics and some traces of narcotics in her personal belongings. She says they're out to get me. People are out to get me because speaking out against Harvey Weinstein. That's why this is happening. Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things.
Yes.
She's deaf in one ear. Jeremy Piven has been accused of sexual assault.
Bad news after bad news.
Has been accused of sexual assault on the Entourage set. So that's some time ago.
Everything about the Entourage set sexual harassment?
Yeah, I thought the show was sexual harassment.
And now Corey O'Brien was just saying Dustin Hoffman has been accused of sexual improprieties, but I don't have any details about that. Bette Midler thinks that the Hocus Pocus remake will be cheap and Andy Dick jokes. That's it. That's the news.
That's it?
That's it.
Just to go back to Laziz quickly, it's between West Temple and 2nd West, 9th South. That's the address of that.
Yeah, and go in there and if you like strong coffee. Coffee does not set me back on my heels very often, but the coffee we had there at lunch, whoo!
And weather brought to you by the Ruin and Sugar House, a modern bar. We need to get Bill a cough button.
Yeah.
A modern bar open daily from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. featuring weekly bingo, DJs, live music located on Wilmington Avenue. Ruin work is the curse of the drinking class. It's going to be close to 70 today.
Yeah. Dustin Hoffman sexually harassed me when I was 17. It's a column in Hollywood Reporter. 6 women, including Olivia Munn, accused Brett Ratner of
I've
harassment.
heard that one before.
Yeah, I've heard that about. Wow.
I tweeted this a couple days ago. I would like a list of the Hollywood good guys. Like women in Hollywood that say, I have worked with, and I think our friend Allie McKay, after I posted it, she said Paul Feig. One of the best guys for women to work with in Hollywood. But I would like to know more so I can support the good, because I refuse to believe that they all are bad. I want to know who the good guys are. Well, I know Tom Hanks is an easy one.
Don't be so sure.
No.
Don't be so sure.
When he was young and good
Those
looking.
Turner and Hooch days.
Tom Hanks is a national treasure.
Those Turner and Hooch days, I'm telling you. Way back on Bosom Buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to his co-star on Bosom Buddies. See what he says. What's his name?
Peter Scolari?
Peter Scolari. Let's see what Scolari has to say about it.
Scolari, if you watched Girls...
Was he on that?
Yes. He was Lena Dunham's dad.
Really?
And he was very funny.
He's good. He's a very good actor. He was on that old Newhart show.
He was very funny on that show. Anyway.
It's Boner Fight. With Radio from Hell on X96.
All right, here's the winner of round 1 going up against the winner of round 2. Candidate 1 is Junior Trump is pretty dim, or Donnie, you're out of your element. Donald Trump Jr. trying to make a Halloween joke about his little girl's candy. I'm going to take some of her candy and give it away. Teach her a lesson about socialism. What a moron. And boner candidate number 2 was, is Chuck E. Cheese, where kids can be kids, pepper spray fight at the Chuck E. Cheese, probably over some tokens at one of the games.
There you go. One of these is Boner of the Day. You have to decide which one is worthy of that title, Boner of the Day. 1 or 2. Put the candidate number in the message of a text. Text that to 33986. All right? It's pretty easy. It's one way to vote. Let's see. Another way to vote, you can call 877-602-9696. Tell them with your voice who you think should be Boner of the Day. Or go to x96.com and look for the box that says Boner Fight November 1 and vote there. If you do not see that box, refresh. It should appear. All right? You got 4.5 minutes. Let's go. It's Boner of the Day.
Stay tuned for a 1-hour nonstop music wingding right after Radio from Hell on X96.
You know who's on the line? I believe this is the impetus to the first all-day show.
Candace.
Candace,
Yes.
how now you were there for the first all-day show. Oh yeah.
I was, as Carrie said, I was the something from the radio gods, the idiot or something.
No.
Not so much. He didn't really
The
say
gift from the radio gods.
That was it, yeah.
But
And
you-
I was the one that brought the alcohol.
You are the first. You were the one who started the tradition of bringing us booze.
Exactly. And I'm so upset. Y'all got pedicures and I didn't.
Well,
I would have liked one.
well,
You should have asked.
Well, I was in and out of the house all day.
Candy Bear.
Well, then you couldn't.
And then you couldn't have
Well,
gotten
but
one
I-
anyway.
Candy Bear. I'm not sure what.
Did you say Candy Bear or
Yeah,
Daddy Bear?
Candy Bear.
Oh, that's cute.
You're
Better
my-
than Candy Ass.
You're my little Candy Bear.
Who is this?
Don't you know?
Who
No,
is
I don't know.
who is this?
It's your mother.
I think
Hi.
Candy's
Candy?
been drinking today already.
Candy, hi, it's Mitt
No,
Candy, hi,
I
it's Mitt
haven't.
Romney.
Candace,
Ew.
do you have any idea what you're listening to or where you are?
It's a country station, and I'm in Texas. No, of course I do, you silly gooses. That
Candy,
was ridiculous.
Candy Bear.
Don't call me Candy, please. My dad hated that.
It's Candace.
It's Candace, Carrie.
Yes, it's Candace.
If
still,
your
and
dad
I
hated
will-
that, he shouldn't have named you Candace.
Yeah.
He's no longer living. That's rude.
Well,
sorry.
I'm sure his feelings are hurt.
Did you call us Candace?
Yes,
she-
I did, and
she
I
did.
meant to get abused.
Okay, because I thought maybe the interns had called you and then
No, nobody
just picked your name
remembers.
out of a phone book or something. Nobody
You
remembers.
wish.
Nobody remembers what, Candace?
Any of this,
Any of
and I'm even on the CD, and I'm so sad.
She's
I'm
she's
joking.
the phone call. She's the reason.
Carrie's
she's the
story.
reason that we
The
did that because I
story.
didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
tell my Hawaii story.
No, it
or
was your Vegas.
Vegas.
My Vegas story.
Vegas
my
story,
Vegas
that's
story.
right.
Exactly.
And
And Carrie, I saw you at that one clothing store. I don't remember.
You remember, Carrie?
was
Oh,
was I
yeah,
was I was I buying my garments?
It was that
Was
one
it that
clothing
one?
store.
That one
No.
clothing store?
I don't know what you call him. Come on, help me out. A thing.
You
a
know.
management,
A thing.
Whatever.
I can.
Oh,
I
wait,
can,
was it a remote?
You know, I can see why you were the impetus for the all-day show because it takes all day to get anything out of
Holy
you.
crap! You've been doing this all day. I'm tired too. And yes, other whatever.
She's
But
drunk.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm just embarrassed.
Candy Bear?
This is the note you want to go out on.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, no,
Oh, Candace, you've been rickrolled. I'm sorry.
God bless you, Candace.
All right.
I'm glad that somehow you started the all-day show, but no, that's not the note we want to go out on.
no.
Well, we
no.
got 20 minutes.
But as with all of our all-day shows, I seem to remember that they go out with not with a bang but a whimper.
I've been whimpering for the last hour and 20 minutes.
They just kind of peter out at the end. So
Well, Gina, I'm used to your whimpering.
It's what I do.
boner of the day here in a moment, but first we got to tell you about Diamonds Direct.
You know, they have the biggest selection of diamonds in town and the least expensive.
Those things, no.
That's not the best way to put it.
The
It's
best price.
Yeah, I would say the cheapest, and that sounds weird
That sounds
too.
weird.
No.
No, they will
best
give you the
price.
best price.
Yeah.
And those two things go together because they have so many to choose from. They can keep the prices low.
And now they're having a sale on top of that. Now, mark this down. It's next weekend, November 10th through the 12th. Oh, so November 10th, 11th, 12th. Is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Gina?
Yes.
Is that what that is? Put it on your calendar. Gina's
got
birthday
it.
is on the 10th, of course. So thousands of rings, earrings, pendants, all the bracelets, colored gemstones, all eternity bands from $200 up to $200,000, all on sale. And the selection will be double the normal selection they have. Designers flying in from all over, from New York, from Los Angeles, and all of their stuff will be at special prices as well. It's November 10th, 11th, and 12th. If you haven't been to Diamonds Direct yet, this is the perfect opportunity. Buy now, save big, only at Diamonds Direct, 6400 South, across the street from the Fashion Place Mall.
All right. It's time to award boner of the day. Brought to you by.
In part by.
Brought to you in part by some leftover soup and full-size candy bars.
And attention skiers and boarders, Zions Bank presents the 45th annual Park City Ski and Snowboard Swap and Sale event, November 3rd through the 5th. For complete details, visit parkcityskiswap.com. And I believe we gave away a prize associated with that event, some swap bucks.
Okay, I'll take your word for that, because I don't have a winner here. But I do have the winner of the boner fight. It's boner candidate by 2 votes. Boner candidate number 1. Junior Trump is pretty dim.
All right. That is your winner of boner of the day. It now is qualified for boner of the week.
Gina,
Happens Friday.
somebody just said here that, and I haven't had a chance to open the link, but it was in our texting, that David Schwimmer is a good guy in Hollywood. He offered to chaperone somebody during it just says here, the link says that chaperone some female film actress. She's praising him for offering to chaperone her to an interview at a hotel.
Oh.
That, and so
Well,
I just like to go along and make sure you're okay.
That's nice.
I also saw that Keanu Reeves
A good guy.
is apparently a good guy.
Let's start celebrating the good guys. And you guys hate it when I point it out, but I celebrate you guys because you're some of the good guys.
Listen, I hit on you.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody we're good guys.
Carrie Jackson, were very respectful.
You hit on her in a respectful way.
You did. You didn't.
Hitting on is not the same thing as saying,
No,
would you be interested in going out
Yeah,
with me?
no. Carrie didn't. Grab my ass. And, no, it was.
Come
"Hey,
here. You want to go out with me?
You want to go? You want to go out sometime?
I saw a preview for a movie that's been out for a while, apparently. A couple of years or something, called The Bad Batch. Are you familiar with this movie?
Nope.
It's Keanu Reeves, Jason Momoa, and one of these new young actresses. Can't think of her name right now.
The Bad Batch.
It's been out for a couple of years, even, I think. It was directed by this Iranian director, a female.
Suki Waterhouse.
Suki Waterhouse, yeah. Who we interviewed at Sundance. She did that movie, A Girl Who Walks Home Alone at Night.
Oh, we've talked about this. A love story set in a community of cannibals in a future dystopia.
I don't recall talking about it.
Yeah, you brought it up. That's why I heard about
but
it.
But I watched the preview. I'd never seen it before. It looks... Now, I read some reviews of it, too. It must have been out like 2 years or something. I read a couple of reviews of it and said, it's kind of trashy, but really cool.
Yeah, I think you must have been interested in this when it first came out because I remember hearing about it from you.
I guess I've forgotten. But the preview looks great. I'm gonna watch it. I think Amazon has it, and Jason Momoa looks good in it. But Keanu Reeves is almost unrecognizable. He has this big mustache.
Really?
Yeah. And they say he's quite good in it.
Keanu should be clean shaven, I think.
He looks better.
You need a clean shaven Keanu. Yeah. Even with the scruff. Is it the John Wick movies that he's got the scruff?
No, he looks better clean shaven.
He's an odd actor, isn't he? I mean, sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes you just think there is nothing going on there.
No, he's a smart guy. Yeah.
What is there? Some comedy that I saw him in where he's playing a doctor? I don't know what that movie was. But playing a kind of a handsome doctor who was going to romance somebody, and he was really good.
Yeah, no, he's a good actor.
Okay, wow. I had to look up Corey Feldman's band after your great review. Saw the performance on the Today Show. I think it might be worth the price of admission to actually witness this.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going other than ironically.
Not for music loving.
And I told them, give us a report, and they said that they will give us a full report of the event. And the movie you're talking about is on Netflix, apparently.
Oh, yeah, you probably saw an ad for it on
The one I was just talking, the cannibal ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's available. I'm going to watch it. It looked really good.
So we talked a lot about the New York attack. And Josh Groban was there. And he was tweeting about it.
Now, he's a singer mainly, but he was just in that Broadway show. Isn't that Josh Groban who was in that show about Halley's Comet?
Oh, I don't know. Was
yeah,
he?
it was, and he was something he wanted to do all of his life, be on a Broadway show, and he did this show. I forget what it's called, Halley's Comet, and it was a big hit with him in it, but he left the show and it crumbled without him.
You know, Josh Groban's one of those guys. So he, like your mom likes him.
Yeah.
But he's very funny. He's like, if you saw him acting in something, like he has great comic timing and he's very funny. But anyway, he was a half a block away.
Is this Josh Groban?
Yeah, it's stuff your mom likes. It's.
I was going to say that because the majority of the stuff we have in here are Christmas songs.
Yeah.
What was the Halley's Comet show he was in New York? Had a really strange, interesting staging.
Right.
Part of the stage was at the back of the theater.
Look.
I'll find it.
So what was about?
Anyway, he's walking his dog.
Anyway, he's walking his dog in Lower Manhattan on Tuesday, and he's tweeting about it. He's like, "Oh my God, I just heard gunshots. I ran with my dog downtown. I'm shaking."
He didn't run down to see where the gunshots were. He would just happen to be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said, "That's the corner I go get my coffee." Like every day, he walks his dog and goes to this corner coffee shop. And he said, "But for some reason, my dog pulled me into the park a half a block away 10 minutes before the shooting."
Okay.
But just it's weird.
It's coincidence. His dog didn't want to go to the coffee shop for some reason. That the show is called The Great Comet.
Yeah, your mom likes.
So his dog is psychic or something, right?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
His dog sensed danger and pulled him away.
Well, you can't tell me that if you were out walking a dog and you always go to the same place and for some reason your dog pulled you over here and then there was a bad...
I would say I'm sure glad my dog caught the scent of a female dog in the park and decided to go over there instead.
You would not comment on it. You would not.
No, I would. I'd say I'm sure glad that my dog wanted to go smell another dog's butt in the park. So I would.
No, but
dog isn't psychic.
I mean, there are like these urban legends of like LDS missionaries who were supposed to have a meeting in one of the towers on 9/11, but that meeting ended up getting canceled, or people were supposed to be on the flight
planes.
that that ended up.
George Carlin used to do a routine about that. Yeah, that flight 505 that went down. I was almost on that plane.
No, but you can't tell me that if that happened to you, that wouldn't shake you a little bit. Like, I always am there. I'm there every day at this time.
Sure, but I wouldn't
Why
attribute
not
it
today?
to the. Sure, but I wouldn't attribute it to the mystical powers of my dog. I would just say, thank God my dog wanted to go to the park.
But would you attribute it if every day you do the same thing, and for whatever reason that day you went, you know what?
No.
I don't want to do this.
No, because I don't believe in miracles.
Okay.
I don't believe people can change water into wine either.
We're not going there.
That's exactly what it is.
No, it isn't.
It's a miracle.
You brought up miracle. Did you say miracle?
I didn't.
I didn't
certainly
say
didn't.
miracle.
I think it was a good thing my dog had to pee.
Yeah,
is what
exactly.
we're saying.
But the dog has to pee every day, doesn't
why
it?
today at
there's-
that time?
There's no regular pattern.
Because the dog was guided by some mystical sense that dogs have.
You have.
But
We
what if
talked
it
to when we talked to Paulette this morning. She said before she heard anything. No, I'm serious. She brought this
Paulette's
up.
our friend in New York who lives in that area.
And she witnessed this, and she said before I heard anything, the morning something felt off. Something felt weird.
Well,
And
there you go.
What? I know enough to know I don't know everything. You apparently know everything.
No,
I
I
know
certainly
enough
do
to
not.
know there are things that are not explainable.
I certainly do.
I am willing to say
Gina,
some things are
I'm
not.
not saying this isn't explainable or not explainable. You're right. It's not explainable at all. It's not explainable. His dog went someplace else. Why? Who knows? So, listen, how about if we do an X poll about this? You want to do it like we could do
Sure.
an X poll tomorrow?
Well, no, look,
Or
next
sometime.
week.
Sometime soon.
Yeah.
Like, we do an X poll, say, have you ever...
Like weird stuff like that.
Stuff like that
Yeah.
has happened. Because I've had weird stuff like that happen to me as well.
Okay.
But it's...
We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. First, though, got to tell you about Alpine Plastic Surgery.
Oh, that's
Dr.
very explainable.
Yes.
Dr. Randall Barnett, board certified plastic surgeon. Not all people that practice plastic surgery are board certified. That means they have to go through extra training and peer reviews. Not all plastic surgeons operate within a hospital. Dr. Barnett at Alpine Plastic Surgery, they're attached to Ogden Regional Medical Center. These two things should make you feel so at ease when you're dealing with Alpine.
He's a great plastic surgeon. You can see videos of him discussing procedures involved in makeovers if you go to alpineplasticsurgery.com. If you already have some idea of what you would like done plastic surgically, then just call them and make an appointment. This is a free consultation when you go talk to Dr. Barnett. It's 801-689-3500, 689-3500. It's Alpine Plastic Surgery.
This is very important.
X96 is your home for non-stop music. We give you a 1-hour non-stop music wingding 3 times a day. Radio from Hell with Carrie, Bill, and Gina. 96.3 FM, X96.
Well, we've taken Pierce.
How was that?
Like him a lot.
Okay,
so.
how about a horror
I was going to
story?
say, we're getting some nice guys.
Well,
Who's the
we've
worst?
taken Paris Hilton.
I knew you were going to say
Did
Paris
you really?
Hilton. I knew you were going to say
this
it.
last Sundance, we had Paris for 4 days.
That's hot.
And how was that?
You know, Paris is a very unique girl.
He's so nice. He is so nice, isn't he?
How is she unique?
Well, she's got a style of her own. That's for sure.
As I pull out the nice
everything.
guy, nice guy to carry
It
translation.
depends. I mean, are we
dictionary.
talking drunk or sober?
You know,
Did you ever see her sober?
No, actually. Maybe once in the morning. I can't be certain, though.
So she was a treat to carry around, was
she? My neighbor's jealous. He loves her, but you gotta meet her. You gotta meet her, I guess.
Get the full effect.
Yeah. So
you cleaned the limo after that, I hope. You don't want.
We've got a full detailer.
Excellent. Excellent, yes.
And any other quick little horror story about anybody?
No, not really. I mean, most of the celebs are pretty good.
Really nice.
They're some of them can be a little high maintenance, but for the most part, they're really generous. They're nice. Keep to themselves. They don't make a lot of trouble.
It's what you would expect, really. I mean, they just want a nice, quiet ride, and thank you very much.
Now, what about the folks you've been giving rides to in Garland? Have they been high maintenance?
Oh, no, not at all. Just around the block.
Like Paris Hilton? Mac, he wasn't any trouble?
Now the crowd keeps turning over here. Anybody here want to go on a limo ride? You want to go? Anybody?
That has not gone yet?
Yeah, we have a couple.
Wasn't one now? If it's only one guy, you got to collect some people and go with you.
2? All right.
Just go around the.
These guys haven't gone.
Just go around the block. It's a treat.
96.3 FM, X96. Radio from Hell on X96.
All right, 9:51.
We've been hearing about John
Well,
Smith's.
I've always said he really has stones. You know, I said John Smith, that's a guy with stones.
One fewer.
Yeah.
I have one less stone than I had yesterday.
Well, and it's not that; it's that he has kidney stones.
I do. Several.
Dylan, my son, went through that.
Yeah, we were talking about it
in New
a couple
York,
minutes ago.
And he said it's just so painful that
it's excruciating.
I want you to try and catch one.
I'm supposed to catch. I'm supposed to save them.
You're
take
supposed
them back
to
in.
like pee in a cup or something.
But you get a strainer.
Strainer.
So it looks like a funnel.
So you didn't catch you passed one.
I missed it. They were like, well, it's probably going to be 48 hours before you pass any. I'm like, all right. So I came into work and just didn't worry about it. And then last night, right before bed, I'm like, ah!
Yeah, Dylan had one the size of a golf ball.
A golf ball.
Passed it size of a golf ball.
It's now an intern.
Oh man,
it's working at the station now.
Yeah.
So are you going to lay off the Diet Coke now?
I have one vice.
Diet
in the world.
sodas in general, Gina.
I have
Diet
one
sodas.
vice. I switched to Coke Zero. How about that?
Okay.
Is that
it's how many a day do you have?
Diet sodas.
Okay.
Because this is the lesson.
I drink probably 12 to 15 cans of Diet Coke
and
a day.
there you go.
Well,
He's a big fan of Diet Coke.
I
as
love
am
Diet Coke. So I'm a diabetic, type 1 diabetic,
Yes.
which means I have very few vices in the world. There's no drinking, there's no donuts, there's no other donuts. But you have to, that's the only thing I can do in excess with very little consequence.
But now you have
and collect guns.
Yeah, well, that and guns and G.I. Joes, but
now you have a consequence.
yeah. Water is just, I don't like water. It's so boring.
There are other things. It's not just
What can I
Diet
drink?
soda and water.
Diet soda and water.
You got a lot of nerve lecturing him.
Try.
Yeah, what do you got over there?
Gina cut back to how many a day, Gina?
Two.
She used to drink 6.
I've had
right? Wasn't
two
that your limit?
already
And
today.
I will throw half of this one away.
Wasn't your limit 6?
Yeah, I used to drink a 6-pack a day.
It's
and I'll
not,
throw half of
it's
this
not
away.
even 10 a.m. I've already had 2.
You know what's great about water? You get it ice cold, and just drink it fast,
Love
and
it.
so you get that sensation. It's less about savoring it like you do with a Diet Coke, and more about just that quick sensation of you chugging ice cold water.
You could try,
You know?
which I've really come to really like this LaCroix. And I drink one of those a day.
yeah.
First thing in the morning, I drink a LaCroix.
I think they'd tell you it's the same thing because
No,
it's
it's
carbonated.
Not. It's not. There's.
Well,
but I only drink
the
one
sodium in the diet soda that gets you.
a day. Yeah, there's no sodium. There's no sodium.
I've
There's
got a
nothing.
good friend who works at LaCroix, so my friend Jason works there. So.
Yeah, it's great stuff, and it's no calories, no sodium, no nothing. It's water and carbonation, and that's and a little flavoring.
I love Diet Coke.
Me too.
Much.
I get it.
So much.
If you told me I couldn't have it anymore, I'd want more of it.
If I could, I would drink
You
it in
can't
my
have
sleep.
any more, Gina.
I want more.
You cannot have any more.
That's why I like. Do you ever get the tiny cans?
Yeah, sometimes.
LaCroix has
The
those.
little bitty.
They're little baby
Start
cans.
getting the little
but my
baby
wife
cans.
doesn't let me open them because they're too cute.
They're not
I have to
they're
save
not-
those. They're too cute.
Here's the best text of the day, and this will finish this conversation. John, just do cocaine like an adult.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That'll make you feel good.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Let's do the promo and get out of here.
Okay.
You guys going to stick around to see Goofy today?
What?
Goofy's coming in.
I didn't know
From-
celebrities
from-
were
from- Yeah, Goofy's,
Look,
Goofy's
he's here
coming
now.
to the studio.
When is he going to be?
Oh, I'll stop by. I think he's going to be here in like an hour. He's coming by.
Okay.
So we're gonna post some pictures with Goofy.
Maybe. I'll
Gosh,
see.
Mickey.
All right.
On Thursday's Radio from Hell show.
At 6:45, Geek News on the radio.
Now, I'm really excited for 7 a.m. because it's Beat Gina, and tomorrow it's Radio from Hell Trivia. You could win Disney on Ice tickets, and you got to see if you know more about the Radio from Hell show than Gina knows about the Radio from Hell show.
At 8 a.m., Sean Means reviews movies, including Thor Ragnarok.
That's all on Thursday's Radio from Hell show on X96.
So that's why those boxes are out. She's studying.
Now,
No.
You're boning up on the radio.
No,
from
I
Hell
have
Trivia.
not boned up on the. That's Dylan. That's a project Dylan is doing.
I couldn't figure out at first. So we came up with questions about the Radio from Hell show. Carrie did, I did, and I don't know if Richie did, I guess. And at first I couldn't figure out how to make it work. But then I did. I finally figured out how to frame the questions. I think that were
Can I have one of them? I'm the official archivist of X96. So
tomorrow you could.
Well, I can give you one.
Give me one.
Yeah, give him that one.
I'll give you one that we're not using because it's about Gina.
Yeah. So if
Well, I might not get it.
I
Okay.
think you will. Let's
You
see.
will.
Here it is.
When Radio from Hell went to Las Vegas in 2009, what did Gina buy for Dylan? Was it A, a plane ticket home, B, a margarita, C, candy with an eye, she was amazing, or D, a bag of peanuts from the minibar?
Do you know the answer, John?
That would be D, a bag of peanuts from the minibar.
Incorrect.
Oh.
A margarita.
See?
But I did it with confidence.
That's why we pulled out all of the Gina-based trivia out of the list.
That was not, whoever put
Yeah.
those in there, that was not a good idea.
So that's...
Should have bought him a plane ticket home.
Yep.
But we'll listen, if you're not listening to the show tomorrow during Beat Gina, we'll ask you the questions tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
Secure your load.
John Smith is next.
Want to see my stones?
A 1 hour nonstop music wingding starts now.